Hello. I just wanted to come on here real quick and say hello. And also, I know that the album track list already got announced, but it's up there somewhere online. I think Target announced it. But I wanted to kind of walk you through the track listing for the album and just give you guys a little bit of little details about it. And I don't know, I thought, why not? I think I'll play some little sneak peeks of the music for you. So, let's do this. So I think one of the most exciting announcements is that there are 2 featured vocalists on the album. I guess 3. One of them is myself. So yes, I will be singing on one of the songs. There'll be like lots of vocal snippets from me throughout the album, but I'll be singing on one of them. And then there's 2 like actual featured vocalists. So we've got, as you guys know, Amy Lee. So exciting, I freaking love her. And yeah, not only have I just been a fan of Amy since they started making music as Evanescence, like many of you guys know this, I was a diehard fan. Like I had her poster on my wall, I made music videos to her songs, and then it was like a dream come true for me to go on tour with Amy also, or with Evanescence, sorry. We had a co-headline tour with Evanescence last year. I also played on her album, and then it was cool now as a friend to be able to hit her up and be like, hey, Amy, like, do you want to do a song together? And, it was really cool because I sent her the song, and I didn't even, there was a little bit of lyrics in the song, but mostly it was just epic, ohs and ahs, and I just wanted her, her voice to soar over the top of it. And then she sent it back to me like I had written it. And then she also sent it back with or do you like this? And she had written lyrics over the chorus. And I was like, that's freaking awesome. So anyways, it was a really cool, very collaborative experience. So I cannot wait for you guys to hear that song. Okay. So the second artist that's being featured on the album is a gal. Again, I am so freaking excited about her. She's someone that I've reached out to several times to collaborate with, and it just never worked out in the past because either she was gone or she had an album coming out or something, but she recorded this. It sounds amazing, and it is Elle King. So Elle King is just freaking awesome. She's not only an incredible artist, and I'm sure you guys have heard her music in the past. She had one of the biggest songs of the year several years ago with X's and O's. And anyway, she's singing one of my songs. So other than those 3 songs, the whole album is instrumental besides those. And, when I was writing this album, I really wanted to go back to the Lindsey that first started writing music and that Lindsey that was discovering her sound when I wrote my first album. And I thought to myself, if she was sitting in my shoes right now, having learned everything I've learned and been through everything, what would she write? And I really feel like this is the album she would have written. And also it was really fun that kind of like my first album, this album was inspired from a very happy and a very healthy place in my life. And I think a lot of times people say broken hearts or feeling broken or, that's the music, or when you're writing from that place, that's when you write the best music. And I do think I've written some really cool songs that I love that have been written from kind of a more dark and broken place because I love dark music. But this album really was inspired from all the journeys I've been through and feeling right now I'm in a really good place. And it felt great to write from that. So going through the track listing, it starts with Underground. I hope you guys liked Underground. It's pretty intense. That song does have a dark sound to it. It's very gritty. But I think I might have mentioned to you guys that this album was very much a concept album, and it was inspired by a story and characters. And so the character Artemis is who this album is written about. Many of you guys know, you might know that Artemis is the goddess of the moon. And I love the symbolism of the moon, and so I kind of wrote music for this kind of made-up story that I created. And so one of our main characters in the story lives underground. She lives in this world that is underneath everything else in what they call the trenches. Boom. So that's kind of fun. So that's what Underground was inspired by. The second track on the album is my favorite song on the album, I think. It's called Artemis. And so that's kind of the title track of the album. Don't worry, that song will come out very soon. I'm actually prepping to film the music video for that song right now, as well as I'm actually prepping right now to film 2 music videos. So I'm a little bit crazy. And also, I don't know if you guys realize, I'm like incredibly involved, too much so, in my videos. For example, hold on, there's Nuna. Hi, Nuna. I'm gonna run upstairs really quick to just show you what my bedroom looks like currently, because I've been making costumes. That's right, my dancers are, my room's an absolute disaster, because my dancers are in this music video, and videos get so expensive so fast, and so how do I flip this thing around? Boop. So I've been making all my dancers' costumes. I ordered a ton of stuff off Etsy, which is really cool. I've got like wigs, I've got, but yeah, I'm in the middle of sewing, more wigs. I'm in the middle of sewing. I've still got a lot of sewing to do before we film. And then I've also been designing a bunch of the costumes for the other music video, because I brought on someone to help me because I couldn't style 2 complete videos at the same time, because there's a lot of people in these videos. But anyway, so Artemis, coming soon. We're filming that next week. And it's gonna be epic. So that song I wrote, and I wrote with, and it was produced by one of my favorite collaborators. His name is Mark Maxwell. He's amazing, and he is the same producer that I wrote Shatter Me with, Beyond the Veil, Take Flight, so many of my songs. I'm blanking, but I've done a lot of like Mere House and Master of Tides. He's amazing. He basically did like half of the Shatter Me album, and I Wonder As I Wander. So anyways, he and I did Artemis together, hence why it is one of my favorite songs on the album. The next one, Till the Light Goes Out. This is a very different song. It's very like I wanted it to have a bit of a like kind of a tribal influence to it. So there's like a lot of like chanting in it and stuff like that. You'll hear a lot of my voice in it, even though there's no lyrics. Between Twilight, I love this one. This is a song that for me is great to just close your eyes and like get lost in. Like if you just want, like it's very soft, it's very subtle and subdued. And I also did this one with Mark Maxwell. And I love telling producers like stories when I go in to write. So for example, when I was writing Artemis, I was like, I want this to sound like a warrior, like an archer. Because also not only is Artemis the goddess of the moon, but she's the goddess of the hunt. And so she shoots a bow and arrow. And so I told him, I was like, I want this to sound like an archer, like a warrior on the hunt. When I went in to write Underground, I was like, I want this to feel like trapped, and like you're trapped in, anyways. But when I wrote Between Twilight, I told him, I want this to sound like if you're in the woods and you just see like hundreds of like fairies like floating around you, and they're like sparkly and and that's what Between Twilight is supposed to sound like. And anyways, I think we got it. We achieved it. So Between Twilight is pretty exciting. It's another one of my favorites on the album, because it's like literally I just can like, I think that people will be able to just close their eyes to it and feel peace. Okay, Forever Glow. That's the one that I sing on. And this one was kind of inspired. You'll see a lot of references on the album to like the sky and stars and the moon, because again, Artemis is the goddess of the moon, and I was tying a lot into like Greek mythology and folklore. So that's there. Like in the song, I'm singing about stars in the sky, and I just love the idea that when you look at a star up in the sky, you see its light, but there's a good chance that it might not be there anymore, because it takes thousands of years, like light years, for that light to travel to our eyes. And so by the time that light gets here, the star might have, not be there anymore. It might have burned out. But it's an amazing thought to think that even like thousands of years after the star has died, that you can still see its light far away. So that's kind of the inspiration of this song. And of course, that to me is inspired by the fact that like I've lost people and, but yet Gavi and my dad left such an impact on so many people that even though they're gone, their light shines. And it will shine for years and for years and for like probably lifetimes. People will be impacted by what they left with this earth. Okay. Then there's Love Goes On and On. I already talked about that one. That's with Amy Lee. Freaking love that song. That is a powerful song. So I think that might be one of your guys' favorites on the album. Masquerade. Oh gosh, by the way, I'm not even going in order, I just realized. I'm so sorry. I'm going in Lindsey order. They're all over the place on my playlist, so I apologize. Masquerade, to me, this one, I guess it's not as on point with the album as the rest of the songs, but I liked it so much that I had to put it on there anyway. It fits sonically, but just thematically, all the other songs tell the story. Where I just really liked this song and was like, I can't not put it on. So this one, it felt very much like you're at a ball, like a hoity-toity, highbrow. So that's kind of why I called it Masquerade, was it felt like, I could just imagine people in their dresses, dancing. So eventually when I make that music video, spoiler alert, that's what it's gonna be. Sleepwalking. I really like this song. It was, a song was really inspired by, I'll come back to that. Okay. But Sleepwalking I really like. Again, you'll hear my voice in this one. And let's see. I think that this one's inspired just by the fact of, I'll just say that in my story, dreams are a part of the story. So sleepwalking to me was like being guided through dreams. Dark Side is really fun. It kind of felt like a tie back to Shadows in a way. It doesn't sound like Shadows. It's totally different chords, totally different melody, but it had that vibe to me. I don't know, might not feel like that to you guys, but I was like, oh, this is like Shadow's little sister. Guardian is really fun. That one is like big and grand and epic. And one thing that's interesting about this album is everybody that I've played the music for, from my family to my managers to like, you know, the people I'm working on the tour with. It's fun that everybody has a different favorite, you know, and I like that. That makes me really excited that there's not like the obvious one that everyone's like, that's the best song in the album. You know, everybody's got different favorites, and Guardian is one that is, I know several people that's one of their favorites on the song, and it's very different from anything I think it's very different from any of the styles I've written before. You guys know the Upside, and then Aurora is just like, Aurora is the first light that you see in the morning. So I kind of like my song First Light, but I liked that it felt like this glimmer of hope. And yeah, when people hear it, they always smile. They just go, oh, like it's just, I guess it's just a very satisfying song to listen to. And anyway, so that's some, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, should I play you guys some samples? I was going to play you guys a few little, like which one should I play? I'll do a little bit of Artemis since I like that one so much. But anyways, that's a little bit of Artemis, just the beginning. I'll play a little bit of Forever Glow. That's the one I talked about with the stars. Is this the right version of it? No, that's not the right version of it. Okay, Let's see, what else would be a fun one to play you? I'll play you a little bit of... maybe a little bit of Guardian, because that's the one I was saying is very different. I think it's a very different style than what I've done in the past. A little bit of one. Okay, I'll pick one more. Let me see if I can find the recently added. I want to find a little bit of Forever Glow. Let's try a little bit of this one.
Starry night, speck of white, would you know your name?
There we go. That's all I'm gonna play. I actually just got a text from my managers being like, "You're playing too much." So I guess I wasn't supposed to play that much. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Just play you guys like 2 notes? I've officially been scolded. So anyways, don't be reposting this because apparently I'm already in trouble and then I'll have to take down your videos. And I don't like taking down your videos. But anyways, I hope you guys are excited about the album. I'm stoked about the album. It comes out so soon. And I'm sorry I didn't get the Upside music video out in time. Just so many moving pieces, you know, getting ready for tour, trying to finish up this album, trying to finish up all these videos and prepping for them. But yes. Thank you. You guys are saying, we understand, it's okay. Thank you. But yeah, so a music video is coming soon for the Upside. And then, yeah, new music videos to come very shortly. Okay, sorry, I keep seeing my managers text me, "Mom and Dad, leave me alone. I'm talking with my fans." Adina, Tasha, Sammy, Jessica. I have a lot of people that like make sure I stay in line. Do I call them babysitters? Do I call them friends? Do I call them managers? I don't know. At different times, they're all the above. My protectors, but I have the most amazing team around me. Shout out to my managers. I'm sure you guys are watching because you just let me know you're watching. Love you all. And to my peeps, my fans, to all of you that are live streaming with me here, I just want to say I am so grateful for you. And I can't tell you enough how much it means to me that you guys are here listening to me ramble and talk and that you care that I have music coming out soon. It just it means the world to me. And I can't believe that I get to create music and then I get to make videos and I get to go on tour and that like people listen. Like the time that you spend with me here and the time that you spend coming to my shows and the money that you spend on my stuff, it's not wasted on me. It means the world, and I hope that it means something to you too. I mean, I guess it obviously does because you're here with me. But I just want to say, I'll stop. I just want to say thank you for everything, and more to come soon.